Yeah, so in this video, we're going to recap the Rockets trade deadline. Don't worry, it ain't going to be too long because they ain't do nothing. What's going on, folks? It's your man's AK Infinity. Back at you with some more heat. Follow me on Twitter at AKInfinity_VVS. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel. Now let's go ahead and get into my little thoughts on this trade deadline and what's possibly next. We ain't here though.
Drop this in the
Yeah, so before we jump into the topic, you get a chance, go ahead and check out the previous video that I put out. Pretty much a trade deadline preview, kind of going over what I thought would be a failure or a success at the trade deadline. Also, for all the new viewers and subscribers, appreciate you for coming through and spending some time talking Rockets with your boy. Appreciate you as always. Go to leave a comment below. Tell me if you new or not. Let me know if you got a Twitter so I can follow you. Let me know if you do any content yourself of any sort. Let me know, man. I'm trying to push whoever doing whatever for these Rockets in a good way. Person I kind of want to push right now is Mr. Rafael Stone, cause my dog, big homie. What we doing, man? You was asleep at the trade deadline, or you was trying to call people that had you on block, or they left you on red? See, what you supposed to do when you calling and they don't answer, you supposed to call from a different phone number. Go and create you a little quick Google number, Google Voice or whatnot, and text now or whatever alternative numbers you can use, and give somebody a call. Cause apparently they weren't answering whenever you was calling. Cause some of these deals that had happened was deals that I felt like we could have made, and we didn't. We did nothing. As a matter of fact, we ain't do nothing at all. I mean, there's some reasons why some people say we didn't do anything, and it's not really the end of the world because there's still the buyout, which I understand, because at least if we get a couple buyout guys that can fill a need for the rest of the season, in that case we would have gotten what we needed for the season, and we wouldn't have to spend no assets for it. So I can kind of understand that from that standpoint. But at the same time, you got to remember we've been giving out all kind of second round picks to dump off people. Like the Oladipo trade with Steven Adams, we gave, I think it was three second rounders to dump off Kevin Porter Jr. I believe too was also a couple of second rounders, and the Ty Washington, Josh Christopher, Usman Garuba trades in the summer to make room for Brook Lopez. Them was also second round picks that was gone. I think it was a couple of them, either 2 or 3 of them. So between last summer and now, we done got off like 7 second round picks. I think we still got 3 left, but you got to think, man, that's a lot of second round picks, and that's kind of the currency of the day. I'm seeing deals like Royce O'Neal going to the Phoenix Suns, along with Memphis. It's a three team trade between Phoenix, Memphis, and Brooklyn. Royce O'Neal to the Suns, a pick swap with Memphis, Utah Watanabe, Chimezie Metu, who are 2 guys I think probably could have helped us more than Jock Landale on this team, if we're being honest. And then Brooklyn got back 3 second round picks, along with Keita Diop and Jordan Goodwin. But the best player in that deal, far and away, was Royce O'Neal, and it ain't even close, because nobody else really got playing time like that. So that's 3 second rounders. And we got to remember, man, the Mavs offered the Rockets 2 second rounders for Jae'Sean Tate, but Stone got greedy and wanted 3. Tate ain't even worth the 2 that they was offering. And Dallas seemed like they were really, trying to, spend some draft capital to bring some people in, because they spent the first to get Gafford. You know what I'm saying? Which was another guy that we wanted. We could have got some assets back for Jae'Sean Tate while we still could. Now I know some people will say, okay, he on a team-friendly deal in the summertime. He'll be a trade asset because he'll be expiring because I think it's a team deal. Same thing with Royce O'Neal. Well, not same thing with Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal would have been an expiring. But still, man, nobody was ever gonna give us 2 seconds for Jae'Sean Tate alone. It's not gonna happen. There's 2 more second rounders we could have used to maybe make something shake at the trade at the draft in the summertime, or just regular in the off season. Another trade that kind of went down that I thought we should have got a piece of was the Knicks and the Pistons. So the Pistons traded Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks, 2 people who could have helped us, as a matter of fact, with some spacing issues that we do have. And the Knicks sent back 3 guys that don't get no playing time, along with Quentin Grimes and 2 second-round picks. The other 3 guys is Evan Fournier, Malachi Flynn, and Ryan. I'm not gonna butcher this man's last name. I'm just not gonna do it to him. He might find me in a dark alley one day. He got an Italian last name. I don't want no smoke, man. Catch me in a dark alley. Next thing you know, they break up my legs. But yeah, man. So pretty much that deal was Quentin Grimes in 2 seconds is what New York gave up for Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks. You don't think the Rockets could have got a piece of that? Because we do need some shooters. If y'all talking about y'all want to get into the play-in so bad, that's something that could have helped us. You know what I mean? But if I'm not gonna overreact right now because there's still the buyout market, and with that being the case, if, like I said, if we're able to address a couple of areas of need without giving up any assets, I'll be fine with that. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be just fine with that. I know there's guys like Joe Harris, who's a shooter, who's a free agent, and then there's gonna be some other guys who get bought out too. But Bismack Biyombo is still a free agent as well. That's a guy that can help back up Şengün. All he needs is 15 minutes. We're good. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my quick trade deadline recap. Like I said, man, it ain't really too much for the Rockets for me to go over regarding the Rockets because they ain't do nothing. But we're gonna see. Like I said, I ain't gonna overreact for now. Let's see what happens with the buyout market. We still supposed to get Tari Eason back, I think, next week. Fred, we don't know how long he's gonna be out. Jabari is not injured exactly, but you could tell he kind of, he had a good last game against Indiana, but you can tell he's kind of been hurt. He's still kind of playing hurt. But we'll see, man. Rockets play the Raptors on, I believe, the 9th, and it's not going to be a guaranteed win because we're on the road this time and there's no Fred. But we'll see. RJ Barrett, I think, is supposed to be playing that game, and I think also Emmanuel Quickley is supposed to be back that game. They did make a trade. They got Kelly Olynyk. That could be a problem, but we shall see. Anywho, it's been my trade deadline recap. It's your man's AK Infinity. Follow me on Twitter at AK_VVS. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel. We was in, and now we out.